Hi, I'm Dan Green and welcome to PayMember. PayMember is membership site software like you've never seen before. It's the fastest to deploy, it's the easiest to use, it's the most secure membership site software you've ever seen. So I'm going to work through an example with you now quickly to show you how you can protect any kind of content you want on any kind of site within just a few seconds. So I'm going to try and work through this example with this delivery page here. It's a delivery page for an old product of mine. See, it's just a basic HTML page here that I threw up with a download link. But like I say, you can use PayMember to protect anything you want. So it doesn't have to be a delivery page like this. It could be some videos. It could be a video that you've recorded. It could be a file. It could be articles on your blog. You know, if you want to have a paid content area, you can use PayMember to protect all that just like you could any other membership site. But you'll see it's way easier, way faster, and way more secure to use PayMember. Okay, so let's say I want to protect this access page, this download page here, so that only verified people who have actually paid for the product, so you can see here, this is the sales page for the product. I want to protect it so only people who have actually clicked this button to pay for it get access. Okay, so how do I do that? Go to PayMember, I click Campaigns, click New Campaign. I'm going to give this campaign a name. It's going to be, I'm going to call it WP Video Ace. That's because that's the name of the product that I'm selling here, that I'm trying to protect, the WP Video Ace download page. So the next thing I need to do is to choose the transaction type. So this is a JVZoo product, but you can see that we can also protect Warrior Plus. We can have PayPal cart products or actually anything else you want. We provide support for any type of payment processor system, so long as it uses PayPal, so long as the money goes into your PayPal account in the end. It doesn't matter which payment processor you use, we can support anything. So I'm going to just choose JVZoo and click that now for ease of setup. The next thing I do is I type in the URL that I want protected, so I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in here. I'm just going to leave the cookie at 1 day, so that means that people have to log in again once each day to be able to access. And I'm going to type, now this is the crucial thing, this is all I need to do to identify this product in my PayPal account. I just need to type the name of the product. That's all I need to do. Click Save, click Generate Page, and just like that, we're done. You see, unlike other membership site softwares, there's no endless configuring membership levels. There's no endless other tasks that you have to do to configure everything and integrate everything, get everything set up. It's so simple. All you need to do, enter the URL that you want to be protected, enter the name of the product that is going to appear in your PayPal account, click a button, and we're done. Okay, so now to deploy this, we've got 3 different options. We can keep this ultra simple and then just use this URL. So this is a fully protected URL that will only grant access to your content if people verify their purchase. I can just use that. It's fully hosted by PayMember and it's set up and working for me right now. Alternatively, if I want to, I can embed this HTML code, or I can embed a JavaScript on my web page. Any 3 of these options gives me a fully protected content page with absolutely no hassle. In this example, I'm just going to work through the hosted solution here. So I'm just going to open up this one. And then we'll see if we open it up, I go to a verification page. Now this looks pretty simple, but let me show you something. You can fully customize all of this. So you could say, please input your customer email to see content. You can change any of this. You can also put in a purchase link here. So this was the original purchase link here. So if I wanted to, I could put that in there. So that's, for people who don't have access, haven't bought it, it directs them to the right place. I can put that in if I want to, don't have to. And you can configure all this. You can change all the colors. You could put a background image if you wanted. There's a random iPhone one there, but I'll put that in just to see what it looks like. So then if we save that, and we can have a look here. So you can see you can customize this page completely. You can have it look exactly how you want it. This is the verification page that people have to get through if they want to get to your protected content. So right now, if I want to access this and I put my email in here, it's not going to work because I haven't bought this software yet. I'm not going to be able to get access until I buy the software and the money goes into the PayPal account associated with PayMember. So if I put in my email address here, and then we click verify, it's not going to work. So what I need to do is I need to purchase the product to get access. So I go to the purchase page here, and now I'm going to go down and I'm going to buy. So again, I'm using JVZoo to buy through here, but because the money ends up in PayPal, it doesn't matter what we use. We can use anything that integrates with PayPal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make the purchase now. So I'm going to enter my email address. Now take a note of that email address because that's important. And I'm going to go and make the purchase. So I'm going to click through and make the purchase. And I'm just going to skip ahead in the video a sec while I enter all my details to make the purchase. Okay, so I've now made the purchase. I've made the purchase through JVZoo and through PayPal, so the money is now in the PayPal account. So remember that email address I took note of? It was my customer email address. It was the email address I used to make the purchase. Type it in here. And boom, just like that, we've been granted access. Look how simple that was. Look how secure that is. Only people that have actually paid for the product get access, and you've got it all set up within literally just a few seconds. So how is this all working exactly? What's actually going on here? Well, let's dig into this a bit more. So I'll head over back to PayMember here, and I'm going to have a look along here at something called transactions. If you have a look in here, and then we'll just wait for this to load. And then we can see here, these are purchases that have been made to my PayPal account that I've got set up on here. And you can see the different products that have been sold. And you can see the most recent one here, down at the bottom, WP Videos, purchased by Daniel Green. That's me. I just done the purchase. There's the email address that we've added. We can see this has been verified. The transaction has been logged in PayMember. You can see the product name here. This matches, if we go back to the campaign, with the product string. And so, because my email address appears there in those transactions, I'm allowed to get access. It's as simple as that. So at this point, some of you are probably wondering, well, how exactly do you integrate your PayPal account with PayMember? How do you set this all up? Surely that's really complicated. Well, no, actually, it's not. It's incredibly, incredibly easy. Remember, the aim of the game with PayMember is to make things as simple, as easy, and as powerful as possible. So that's what we do. All you need to do is you go to settings, copy this URL here. I'm going to copy that. You head over to your PayPal account, and I'll show you how to get to this screen in the tutorials. It's really simple. Paste it in here, click to receive IPN messages, click save, and that's it done. That's all you need to do to fully integrate your PayPal account with PayMember to get all this incredible, powerful functionality up and working as easy as that. Okay, so let's dive into some of the other amazing features that PayMember offers. So let's go back to the campaigns here. We go back to our campaign that we set up before. Now, I just want to jump over from the setup tab to the autoresponder tab. PayMember integrates with all the different autoresponders, all the major ones. You can set them all up here. And every time a new transaction hits your PayPal account, bang, the email will go direct to your autoresponder service, whichever one you use. So you're not reliant on JVZoo sending you the email. You're not reliant on anything. As soon as the email hits your PayPal account, you get it to your autoresponder. Simple, powerful, that's PayMember. Okay, so now let's move on to another really powerful feature, protected downloads. Now, if we go back to our download, this is our protected page here, and you'll see that I've got a download link here. You can copy the download link here, and then if I paste it in, you can see that this raw download link allows people to download the product. And people could do this as much as they want. And there's, you know, it raises a big problem because even if you've protected this page, even if you've protected all the content, what's to stop people just downloading your files, downloading whatever you've got on there as much as they want? And what's to stop them sharing the raw download link as much as they want? You could protect the page all you want, but if your download link isn't protected, it's kind of all worthless. So PayMember has a simple, powerful solution. All you need to do is copy the download link that appears on your page. So we go back to PayMember here. We'll just put it in here. We'll put it in there as well. We've got some other different options that you can configure with this, but I'll not go into them. We'll say someone's allowed to download it only once. We'll click Save. Then we go back to the page. So then we will just save these changes and then generate the page again. So if we open this up, and then if we go to the download link here, first thing I want to point out is we copy the link location and we paste it in here. Along the top here, you can see it's no longer the raw download link. Instead, it's a special one-use download link that has been generated by PayMember and embedded in our protected page automatically. And this link will only work once. This is a one-use only download link. If we click Enter, you can see here our file opens up and we can download it. We click Save File, so we can then go and use and then set that away to download. But if we were to go back and then refresh the page and then try this link again, if we were to copy it and then try it again, it will not work. It will only work once. That's because we've defined it in here as download count 1. So it will only work once. We can control exactly how many times anyone can download with that link. So if someone tries to then go and share this link around, this special protected download link, to try to share that on forums, it will not work. They can only download it once. And once again, how easy was that to set up? All we needed to do was enter the URL that we wanted, the download URL we wanted to protect, and PayMember did everything else for us. Okay, so now that you've seen how you can set up protected content, so you can sell easily any premium content on your website and make sure that only paying customers, PayPal verified paying customers, can get access to it, let me show you how you can set up drip-fed content for your members. So basically, anyone who pays you a subscription will get this drip-fed content sent direct to their email address, all automatically, all done for you by PayMember. And it's as simple as this. All you do is you would enter the URL that you want to be protected, and you just set it up in the same way as before. So we could just put up here examplepage.com, and you would just click Save and then stick in your embed code just as I demonstrated before. Then all you need to do is then type in how many days you want it to be available. So after they subscribe, how many days you want this to be delivered to their email inbox, and how and when they will be able to get access to it. So here I could just put that. And then if I wanted to add more drip-fed content, I can just click Add New here. And I can add as many as I want, each of them available after a different amount of days. So I could set up a whole week's worth of content, a whole month's worth of content, and all of it will be drip-fed to my members, automatically done for you by PayMember. It's as simple as that. It makes setting up drip-fed content so easy. And it keeps your members happy paying their subscriptions day after day, month after month, week after week. Okay, so hopping over to the verification page designer, you've already seen this. You can live edit any of this, so we can put lots of different designs in here. You can change any of these labels. Verify your email. So you can see what this looks like as you do it, and get this designed and displayed exactly how you want it. So we'll skip across to the next page, and this brings us to something called alerts. But now, before we dive into alerts, I just want to show you something else. PayMember makes use of a lot of data, and it's all the data that gives it its power. You can see the data that we've got in these two different tabs here. So we already had a look at transactions, so let's have a look at those in a little bit more detail. So I'll just wait for this to all load up, and we can see the different transactions here. So we're seeing the product names, the customer who bought it, the customer's email address, where the customer comes from, the actual time that they bought it. We can see the status, so we can see refunds in here, we can see chargebacks, and we can see loads of different data all in one place. We can actually see the raw data from PayPal that we received from PayPal, so you can get even more information if you wanted. Now, the thing to point out here is all this data is really valuable information, and the alerts makes use of it. So if we head back over to the campaigns here, and then we go to the video ace and I head back to alerts. The alerts let you monitor things, and you can monitor loads and loads of different things. We can look for when payments are reversed. We can look for when payments are refunded. So reversed, that would include chargebacks. We can see when payments are completed. And we can set up alerts. So we could say that if we receive, say, 10 chargebacks, so we could do 10 payments reversed, then we can send an email. So we could send an email to myself saying, and multiple charge back alert. So then, okay, so what I've done, let me talk you through what I've done here. So I've set up an alert to be emailed to my email address here. If the condition payment reversed happens 10 times, so if a customer does 10 chargebacks, then this email will be sent to me to notify me about this. So I could then add that alert in like that. And you can see we can edit this at any time. It's all fully editable. We can do other ones. So we could say, like, what happens if one customer asks for 20 refunds? We could set an alert out to trigger with that. What happens if one customer buys 100 things? Maybe we want to reward our best customers by giving them things. We could set up alerts for that. Alerts give you loads of really crucial information. They'll let you monitor things. They'll let you monitor for chargebacks, refunds, purchases. It's so powerful, this. It's so useful. It really does put a huge extra layer of security on your protected content. But these aren't the only alerts we can add. If we go back to this tab here, so we've already had a look at the transaction history, but what about the access history? Here we can see exactly which customers are accessing which pages. We can see when they accessed them. We can see the location that they logged in from. So you can see here, this was me testing different IPs. So you can see that's a big trigger here. I've logged in from 2 separate locations. That might indicate that someone is sharing their download link, and we can look out for that. We can see how many times the download was attempted. So if we're getting someone trying to download hundreds of times, that's something we want to look out for. We can also see if an access failed. Remember earlier on when we went to the verification page or showing it out and I hadn't paid for the product yet? I was denied access. That's logged in here. And you get all this information for all your customers about all your different products for all of your different verification pages. Going back to the campaigns, and going back to alerts, we can even set up alerts for all this information. So we can see a successful access. So say if one customer accesses a page 100 times, we might want to be alerted to that because it might indicate that something bad's going on, that a customer is sharing their login information. So in summary, PayMember, no other membership site software is so simple to use, is so powerful, is so secure. We make full use of the PayPal API in a way that no other membership software has ever even thought about. Try us out today, you won't regret it.